Let me start off by introducing our instructor and virtual coach for this mastermind group, Dr. Kevin S. Hairston. For over 20 years, Dr. Hairston has worked for non-profit and for-profit corporations. He has served as a senior pastor of various churches, vice president of a real estate investment group, executive director of a community development corporation and director of a statewide non-profit organization. Dr. Hairston is an exceptional platform speaker who inspires, motivates and entertains his audience large and small. When he steps up to the podium, Dr. Hairston brings value to your meeting, special event, or conference. He's an exceptional fit for presentations ranging from educational programs, and conferences, and keynote presentations. His presentations, business coaching, and life coaching, clearly and candidly prepare participants to embrace change, challenge, and growth with personal strength and confidence. I am Paul, his virtual assistant. Let's get started. There are hundreds of different fields and disciplines that benefit from coaches, but there are only two types of coaches: those who have written a book, and those who haven't. If you're attending this webinar, chances are you fall into the those who haven't category, and you're here because you are ready to find out what's in it for you if you write one. Think of all the top coaches you see on television. Most of them appear on talk shows to promote their book. Oh, they talk about their topic, but at the end of their segment, the host always obligingly produces the book and gives it a plug. This is true for online TV, radio and podcast shows too. If you have a book to promote, contact a host who is currently interested in your topic, and offer to talk about the topic. You'll be surprised at how many interviews you can land. And not just television interviews, you'll find coaches being interviewed by other coaches on YouTube too. You'll land not only interviews with fellow coaches, but put yourself in a position to joint venture with prominent coaches, or other niche celebrities. Example, here's success coach Pamela Bruner, on YouTube, having her book, Tapping into Ultimate Success, promoted by co-author, Jack Canfield. Your book will open doors, endow you with authority, proclaim your expert status in your field, distinguish you from competing coaches who haven't written a book, help you grow your following, and developing those not yet ready for coaching into passionate fans who believe in you. Help you become known for your exact specialty and passion. Having your own book also makes it much easier to attract new clients. You don't have to bend over backwards, proving yourself to them. Your book does it for you. Plus, you don't have to waste time offering free consultations. Potential clients can simply read your book, and try before they buy your services. That is an added bonus. They will have already paid money for your book, unless you're offering it for free. And, as you know, once someone has made the commitment to pay for your services, it is much easier to get them to invest further. It is not that hard to become a best-selling author, with the right promotion, and best-selling author remains one of the strongest social validation badges you can earn. Let's take a look at a selection of coaches who have written and promoted their own books. After we've gone through our case studies, I'm going to ask you to decide, what does each book tell you about each coach? So keep that in mind while we go through our 3 examples. Case Study 1. Carrie Wilkerson, The Barefoot Executive. By her own admission, Carrie Wilkerson mostly enjoys helping ordinary people lead extraordinary lives. Note that she uses her most well-known handle, The Barefoot Executive, as her book title, with what the book offers to the reader as the subtitle. the ultimate guide for being your own boss and achieving financial freedom. Her coaching practice is based on helping entrepreneurs kick up to the next level and attain real financial freedom. If potential readers are not yet ready for coaching, this book helps them to prepare themselves to be her ideal clients. A high achiever with heart and experience, this book gives readers a taste of Wilkerson's personality, ethics, strategies and assistance. Case Study 2. Jenny Fienig. Keywords like sacred, soul and calling tell the reader this coach is all about transformational changes, and she uses these keywords in her subtitle, while her title Get Gutsy is short, punchy and memorable. She's the Get Gutsy female. And you need to create your own unique, short and memorable handle too. Jenny Fienig uses her book in a direct, targeted way unique among coaches, as the first step in an invitation to work with her. Step 1. Buy her book and work through it. Step 2. Join her landmark program, the Live Your Dream 8-Week Challenge. Step 3. Enroll in the Get Gutsy Coach Training School. And to make taking that first step investment even easier, she offers a free sample chapter of the book. She takes full advantage of the chance to prepare clients, before they ever become clients, by making it easy for them to invest in the book and guiding them clearly on how to do this with her calls to action. Spiritual harmony aside, that's just great marketing. Case Study 3. Denise Duffield Thomas. Once again, we see our coach entrepreneur using a catchy, simple handle in her website and marketing, which she repeats in the title of her book, which tells the story of her own personal, financial mind shift. This handle won't be for everyone, and may actually repel some. But that's not a bad thing. Her title weeds out those who won't resonate with her unique persona and voice. She uses her book within the first few opening pages to actively invite readers to her website. Her book also contains a clear promise of what she will help the reader to achieve, as well as speaking with her unique voice. Denise Duffield Thomas also promotes her book right on her homepage, and offers a free sample chapter. In addition, she also directs visitors and readers to her website section on how to retain her as a speaker or guest interviewee. All three of our coach authors make maximum use of their books to qualify the perfect, action-taking clients, gain credibility, brand themselves, qualify themselves as experts in their unique fields, convert readers into loyal clients and followers, generate strong promotional opportunities, attract more leads. One final reason to write a book, if you're a coach, and it's the most important one, is for yourself. Writing a book, if done properly, can help you clarify your single, most unique specialty and calling. Declutter your practice of anything that does not aid this calling. Zero in on the most important ways to help your audience. Reignite your own passion and bolster your self-confidence. But what if I'm not a writer? If you have been telling yourself that writing is not your thing, consider this. You speak to your clients, don't you? You have conversations they find really helpful. You verbally help clients zero in on their issues. You make verbal recommendations on what to do about these issues. You ask probing, helpful questions to prompt clients into providing their own answers. You provide your clients with tools and instructions that make their process easier. When a coach writes a book, she simply needs to speak directly to her clients, just as you would if you were actually in a session with one. You can be as conversational as you like. In fact, as we have seen particularly with Denise Duffield Thomas' book, It's best to use your own voice, because personality can be an important qualifier in attracting the right clients and repelling the wrong ones. You can also use tricks such as recording your book, then having a transcriptionist transcribe it, or use speech-to-text software, and having your VA clean up all the inaccurate words, proof carefully. Another trick, if you want to call it that, interview 10 top pairs in your field, and have the resulting interviews transcribed by a qualified transcriptionist. If you use a transcriptionist, it's important to use one that understands how to accurately eliminate and fill in words, for example, getting rid of words like and too many repetitious and meaningless phrases, like, plus inserting the right word to make a spoken comment make sense. This is a real knack, almost an art form, so investing in a good transcriptionist is essential, if you don't want to do this type of cleanup yourself. Plus, if you go the interview 10 guests route, just think of the possibilities for growing your list in a joint venture situation. You promote your guest, they promote you and your book. That's 10 people all letting their lists know about your book. Even if you have to give the book away to your guests' list members, think of the qualified leads you can generate this way. Plus, last but not least, and especially if you set a market competitive price on your book, it will act as passive income for you, as well as being a promotional tool that you can use anytime. I want to share with you a great ebook to read if you are developing your coaching business. Selling Your Coaching Program provides information on how to create and market your programs to current and new clients. Following the steps provided in this book will help you acquire new clients, marketing strategies, and additional ways of increasing your revenue. If you want to grow your coaching business, write down this website and purchase your copy today, and watch your business grow and income increase. Let's now take a look at an overview of how to write a book. I have given you all the reasons why every coach needs to have their own unique book out there, encapsulating their missions and helping their ideal audiences. But what stops most coaches is the how. I'm going to share a powerful formula for writing your signature book right now. Ready? Grab a pen and a notepad and write this process down. Here we go. Step 1. Brainstorm and create a strong outline. Many people recommend coming up with your book title and topic first, and if that works for you, go for it. I find it works better to start with a general idea of your topic, then write an outline, brainstorming components and steps for your reader. An easy format is to set your outline up first into sections, like this. Once you have your sections or chapters, it becomes much easier to brainstorm the individual subtopics for each section or chapter. For example, when writing the script for this webinar, since it is the equivalent of an article rather than a book, I broke it down into sections only. No matter how sketchy an outline you come up with, expert ghostwriters will tell you that outlines are essential. They keep you on track, prevent you from veering off topic, help you assess whether or not what you are saying is important to the whole book, when you have veered off topic, and help you produce a tight, cohesive and focused finished product. There is also another, lesser acknowledged reason for working from an outline. Outlines give you confidence in your message, and help you determine what it is most important to share. Create a general outline, and you'll be ready to refine your focus and topic. To do this, look at your outline and ask yourself questions like: 1. Is this the most important thing I can share with my readers? 2. Do I feel passionately about this? If not, do I passionately feel this information will help them, even if it's old hat or routine to me? 3. Why will they care? 4. Do I care? Look for the aspect or angle of your topic you are most passionate about. Brainstorm how you can tighten your outline up to reflect and talk about your single most important angle. What's the difference between an angle and a topic? A topic is general. An angle is specific. Example: Jenny Phoenix's book deals with identifying what you most passionately want to do in life and making money with it. The angle is finding your soul's calling. Everything in the book is slanted towards that end. When it's a topic, it's an idea. When it's an angle, it becomes an entity, if that makes any sense. You can put a name and identity to what you're dealing with. But start with that outline, if you want to kick off the journey. Otherwise, if you try to brainstorm your angle first, unless you have a clear one burning a hole in your head, you are more likely to remain paralyzed with your book forever hovering in limbo as an idea, a one day I'll write a book wish. Step 2. Name your book. You've gone the extra step with your outline, and narrowed its contents down to one specific topic, one idea. Now it's time to name your book, and give it a name that will help propel it to the bestsellers list. The simple formula, as we've seen with our 3 case studies, is to use the handle you want your process or signature program to be known by, and include your ideal client's main search keywords in the subtitle. In our example here, author Mandy Hales brands herself and her site as the Single Woman. Another approach that works for coaches, when creating a title, asking your audience's most crucial question, the one they are currently seeking the answer to. Whatever you choose, however, your title should be short, punchy and above all, easy to remember. And your search keyword optimized subtitle should promise an answer. Step 3. Tighten and tweak your outline. Now that you've got your topic, angle and outline, it's time to tighten it even more. Go through your outline and take out any subtopics that don't directly advance fulfilling your promise, and don't directly deal with your angle. If they're points you love or feel are particularly vital, take those points and either table them for another book or create a new outline, focusing only on those points. For each chapter, plan to humanize it by including anecdotes, examples or stories that illustrate the point. Write down these examples and stories, not in full, but write enough to remind yourself of exactly which example you wanted to use. You'll be surprised how quickly exciting ideas and examples disappear from memory, if you don't write them down as you have them. Example: the simple word Sandy and the house deal might remind you of how your friend Sandy procrastinated on a fantastic house deal by over-researching the market, so that when she finally decided to put in an offer, the house was gone. Step 4. Schedule your writing time. Don't skip this step. Now that you have your book planned, it is crucial to schedule daily writing time into your schedule. If time is not an issue, you can set a goal of so many words per day, instead. In fact, this is not a bad strategy, because you can actually calculate how many days it will take you to write your book, and adjust the number of words per day, if you need to finish it to a specific schedule. For example, if you plan to write 500 words per day and you estimate your book will be 120 pages long, multiply 120 times 250 or 375. 250 words equals approximately 1 page for print manuscript submission, and 375 words equals approximately 1 page for the average digital e-book manuscript. The total will be 45,000 words for an e-book. Divide your total 45,000 by the 500 words you want to write. Answer: at that rate, it will take you 90 days to write your book. you can shorten that period by deciding to write a higher number of words per day, of course, but do remember to allow time for editing. A couple of weeks is ideal, if you're planning to do it yourself. Having a deadline for your book and a writing schedule can really help you stay on track, and encourage you to write every single day, instead of procrastinating. Step 5. Write your copy. Now it's time to write your copy. It helps if you actually transpose the section of the outline you're writing about right into your MS Word file. You can always remove the point prompts later. Here's my most important tip. Write the book in one go, without backtracking, in one first draft. Resist the temptation to edit until you have finished the book, otherwise, you not only risk taking forever to finish your book, you'll lose the pace, freshness and immediacy of your unique voice. Step 6. The editing process. Your best bet is to do a preliminary read-through and spell check. Then send out your manuscript to a reliable, experienced editor, who specializes in non-fiction or self-help, but of course you can edit your book yourself. If you do plan to edit your book yourself, start by running a spell check, and doing a quick read-through, only correcting glaringly obvious problems, like missing or duplicate words. Then put your book away. Put it away for at least a week, more, if you have the luxury of time. If you have a short memory, and know that your other busy stuff and your whirlwind schedule will have pushed its contents out of your head by the day after tomorrow, read through it, and highlight any sentence or paragraph that no longer makes sense. Take them out. Read problem sections out loud, to see if the problem is flow. If you find yourself stumbling over words or garbling them, it's a sure bet you're dealing with a badly written sentence. Don't waste time trying to fix it, either delete it or rewrite that sentence or paragraph completely. Beware the tendency to start fixing up your manuscript's grammar. Do this, and it's a certain bet you'll end up with anemic prose, lacking character. If you normally swear, like Denise Duffield Thomas, then swear. If you normally write like an English teacher, do so. Just be yourself. And if a section puts you to sleep on reading, you can bet it will do the same to your reader. Rewrite it or tighten it up. Remove flowery phrases. Shorten sentences. Use bullet points and lots of white space. Finally, even if you don't use an editor, if you are self-publishing, share it with a trusted second set of eyes, a long-time client, or your virtual assistant. Direct them as to what type of criticism you are looking for. For example, please highlight any section that doesn't make sense or needs further clarification, or I am just looking for spelling mistakes the spell checker hasn't caught and I need a second set of eyes. So that's a quick crash course in how to write a book, even if you've never written before. Think of it as a letter to your best friend. Think of it, most of all, as a conversation, a session. Write it to a specific person at least, in your mind. Think of a particular client when you are writing your book, and pretend you are speaking to them. Don't be afraid to be personal, revealing and honest. Don't sit on a throne and preach. Show your reader that you've gone through their nightmare or chased their dream, and how you got past the demons and roadblocks. And admit your weaknesses and they will identify with you. Be honest about your achievements. Don't tell them you're regularly making millions, if you're actually stuck at $75,000 per year. Show them strategies they can use. Simplify everything. Be enthusiastic, but above all, be real. It's harder than you think to be real when writing about personal battles. We all feel a compulsion to gloss over the less than flattering bits, and focus on our achievements. There is nothing wrong with being positive, but be honest too. Step 7. Promoting and using your book. When you plan your book outline, don't stop there. Make sure it also fits in with your plans on how to best use your book once it's in print. Some questions to ask yourself. Does it need to be a print book, or can it just be an e-book? How will it help my ideal client? Give her the first steps to take? Convince her that I am the coach she needs? Help her succeed enough to be able to afford coaching? Do I plan to use my book to obtain prime guest spots, or fuel my public speaking? Will I be doing any public speaking at all? Is this book an important pre-qualifying first step for potential clients who are not quite ready for full coaching, or who can't afford it right now? Do I plan to share my book for free? Share sample chapters for free. What price should I set? How many other ways can I think of to use my book? Am I committed to promoting my book and pushing it to Amazon bestseller status? Do I have time to put in the research for this topic? Will I pay someone else to research for me? Who will edit and/or format the book? When asked at the planning stage, the answers to these and other questions can save you time and help you focus and direct your promotions. Another way to save time is to use a blueprint for your coaching promotion, one that focuses on or includes your signature book. Remember, in a way, your book should be you. It should summarize what you're all about and how you can help. Using a blueprint for the mechanics of writing and producing a top-caliber book, and boosting it to the top of bestseller lists easily with focused promotion allows you to concentrate on pouring your heart and soul and wisdom into the book's actual content. It allows you to focus on helping your readers, while shortcutting and maximizing the process of how to reach the right readers. You need to know insider tips, tricks and secrets of getting to the top of the Amazon bestseller list, and even when not to go the Amazon Kindle route. For example, what do you know about pricing your books correctly? Notice what the coaches in our 3 case studies charge for their books. You won't see the usual Amazon prices of around $2.99 when coaches produce books. The price of your book speaks to your potential clients directly as to your worth as a coach. While people won't pay unrealistic prices, they do expect you to value your own teaching. So you can absolutely start out with a higher than normal Amazon price ticket, and if you need to circulate the book for free, because you aren't yet a household name, do it by joining Amazon's KDP Select program, and wisely using your offer your book for free days in your promotions. Another point you don't want to discover by trial and error: you aren't allowed to offer free chapters on your website if you are actively part of the KDP Select program. Amazon reviews have also been under fire lately. Amazon has tightened up its review algorithms, it seems, and it is now absolutely essential to make sure you know what types of reviews are permitted. Solicit the wrong ones and you not only risk the review being removed, your book may actually be removed from Amazon's catalog. An example of that. Did you know that if someone who doesn't even know you sends a review from the same IP address, as in someone who works for the same large corporation as you do, it will automatically be deleted? And did you know that family members or close friends of the person, group, or company selling on Amazon may not write customer reviews? Reviews are an important part of promotion, but you need to know how and when to solicit them, and what types of review situations to discourage. Blueprints and focused courses or challenges can help you to avoid these little recognized hazards and pitfalls, while tipping you off as to the best strategies to actually use. Other things you need to know: where to place your calls to action, and just how many you should put in your book. What makes book covers work as powerful marketing tools, and what covers kill your sales. How to effectively use free book promotion websites. How and when to use your Kindle free promotion days. That's just a taste of what goes into marketing a best-selling book, unless you go the traditional publishing route, in which case, you're looking at a good 2 years after writing before your book makes it into print, assuming it's accepted by a publisher. And you're still responsible for promotion. Look for a blueprint, course or challenge that gives you the whole package, from A to Z, identifying your readership, coming up with a topic, planning, the mechanics of writing, advertising, promotion, your book launch. Running an actual book launch is essential to success if you want to make money, gather legitimate reviews, and increase your status and visibility. Running a book launch the right way is even more essential. All this is easy if you have guidelines and help steering away from the rocky shores of Amazon mistakes. At the end of the call, feel free to ask me any other questions you'd like answered, but first let me tell you about my 30-day book writing bootcamp. It's a 4-week, self-directed bootcamp that will set you firmly on the path to starting and completing your book, with an action plan and exercises to help ensure you have no trouble getting started and taking focused action. The 30-day book writing bootcamp is set up as a self-directed course, so you can set your own deadlines, but the more closely you stick to the suggested timelines and the more serious you are about writing your book, the faster you'll see it in print, working for you. And the faster you can help a larger base of potential clients. The 30-day book writing bootcamp focuses mainly on the writing process. It will help you brainstorm, plan and write your signature book, the one that will brand you as a coach in your desired area. But it will also include a comprehensive promotion action plan to help you take the right steps to an effective book launch. If you still feel you need more help producing your signature book after this webinar, here's what the 30-day book writing bootcamp will cover. Module 1. Book ideas that work plus highly effective research. Module 2. Creating your powerful signature book outline. Module 3. Planning your book chapters for maximum clarity and power. Module 4. Writing, editing, and formatting your book like a pro. Let's go over these weekly modules in more detail. Module 1. Book ideas that work plus highly effective research. Learning objectives. Finding all your viable book topic and type options so you can make the best decision on creating your signature book. Exploring book types for coaches that work, and coming up with 7 solid ideas. Assessing which book type and topic is your best bet, and will most please your readers. How to ensure you enjoy writing your book, as much as your reader will enjoy reading it. Accurately estimating research commitment, and involvement times. Finding reliable research sources, online and off. Finding people to interview, and increasing your chances of a yes. Secrets of best-selling authors, and why you should take note. Module 2. Creating your powerful, signature book outline. Learning objective. Aligning your book with your business to create a powerful, memorable, and professional outline that will help you more easily write your book. Identifying the right reader, and how to attract her. Identifying your signature topic and stance. How to make sure your outline helps, and not hurt your branding. Essential sections every book by a coach should have. Essential sections your unique book needs to add. Housekeeping sections you can't, and should not ignore. clarifying your message for your unique reader, finding your voice, and understanding your readers, taking your professionally developed outline one Olympic step further. Module 3. Planning your book chapters for maximum clarity and power. Learning objectives. Learning how to make your chapters sing. Chapters. How they work and how to use them. How to make readers keep reading on. Creating flow and impulsion from chapter to chapter. Isolating ideas, principles and actions. Where to put your calls to action. And when. That all-important first chapter and hook. Your last chapter, how to leave readers satisfied and joyful but wanting more. Module 4. Writing, editing and formatting your book like a pro. Learning objective. Producing a powerful, professionally presented book with a minimum of pain and fuss. Finding your writing rhythm. Creating your perfect schedule. Learning to stick to the point. Weeding the clutter. What you should never do when preparing your book. Editing like a pro. Formatting. Staying in love with your book, and making others live it too. If you are ready to write your signature book, or series, but feel you need a little help, the 30-day book writing bootcamp may be all the help you need. Schedule a 30-minute, no obligation, complimentary consultation and strategy session with Dr. Hairston, to find out if you work well together, and if coaching is what you need at this time. We look forward to hearing and see your new book very soon.